Welcome from the top of the Uluguru Mountains in the Morogoro region in Tanzania. This is a female of a chameleon called the Werner's three-horned chameleon. The females here typically have only one horn, as you can see, while the males have three. One of the remarkable features is that they have the ear flaps or the occipital flaps on the back of their casque and quite nicely serrated back. The function of these spectacular structures like the horns and the occipital flaps and the relatively high casque is primarily to identify a breeding partner, because in this area we see syncope. It means the occurrence on the same spot of several chameleon species. We have Trioceros dermensis, the West Usambara three-horned chameleon. We have Trioceros werneri. We have Kinyongia oxyrhina. We have two species of dwarf chameleons, and we have Kinyongia Uluguru Mts. Each of these species living on this mountain have completely other ornamentation of the head, and of course also the ornamentation of the rest of the body, so that the females can very easily identify which mating partner is of their own species and which is of the other. A secondary feature or function of this feature is that they of course can be used also for some anti-predatory mechanisms. I will do something that I would not like to do normally, but I will molest this female a little bit, and you will see what it will do, how it will stretch the head and how it will move the occipital flap towards me as a predator to become optically bigger and fearless and doing special movements and also hissing to make sure that me as a predator get scared and let it go. So let us just a little bit molest it so that you can see it. Look, so I molest it, it opens the head and it turns towards me, and you see how it erects the occipital flaps because it wants me to let it go. So we will not stress it anymore, but this is what they do and how these structures, which are very spectacular and which leave many times questions in naturalists why they are developed and why they have them so strongly developed and what they use them for, this is the correct explanation. Enjoy the female of the three-horned Werner's chameleon here on the top of the Uluguru Mountains in Tanzania. And Merry Christmas.
So we are here on the Uluguru Mountains at 2000 meters high, and we have a fantastic find. Look, this is a female of the Werner's chameleon, and it is a lucky mother. It gave birth to young. We could count 16 small youngs. Count with us. One here, second here, third over there, fourth here, it's number 4. Now we go here where we have 5 young sitting together, it means 9. So we continue here, up, up, up. And we have here 10, 11, 13, 14 here, and I have simply missed 2 of them. It's over there. It's number 15. And I have overseen the number 16 somewhere. So enjoy the beautiful view of tiny little chameleons that have just been born, very likely today. A young Trioceros, werneri, here at 2000 meters high, at 15 degrees Celsius and almost 100% humidity on the Uluguru Mountains in Tanzania. One more find. Again, a female of the Werner's three-horned chameleon, an old female sitting in a bush. Enjoy this fantastic view of the female of the three-horned chameleon of Werner, here on the top of Uluguru Mountains in the Morogoro region of Tanzania. It is a spectacular species with specific head ornamentation, and it's really beautiful. What is less spectacular and less beautiful is where we have found it. We have found it here in a biotop which is not natural at all and quite far from the natural forest, and as you can see, it is full of the unnatural eucalyptus trees which have been planted here secondarily and which do not belong here and actually destroy the nature. The level of destruction of the nature here in the Uluguru Mountains is tremendous, and it is really a memento for the mankind what people can do and what people never should do, because otherwise these wonderful creatures, these tiny little dragons that survived the times from the period of large dinosaurs, might become extinct just because our greed and because of our ignorance, and this is what should never happen.